everybody.
Hi, guys.
Look who's
How
back.
are you? I'm trying to like.
Hello.
Welcome back,
Surprise.
Addie.
Love you.
Yes. I'll give you
Big words.
and a slide whistle.
Not the slide whistle.
And a grimace. And a grimace.
It's been a hot minute since we've had a slide whistle.
It's been a hot minute since we started doing TV again, but I'm so happy. Like I have a smile I can't unscrew my smile to be talking about TV again and have the whole gang back together. So we were supposed to do Sister Wives tonight, but Brooklyn's voice is still like not 100. So we're gonna wait until Saturday to do it with the four of us, and then get the ball rolling again with TV. Also, there will be a members like the middle tier, the 90 Day Fiance level after show after this live. I just didn't know how long this was going to run, so I didn't want to schedule it until I knew when it was going to be over, and then we'll just talk about a hodgepodge of things. I don't know. We'll see what we can come up with.
You never know with us. I mean, we could, you know.
So
people on my channel.
Even if you're not gonna, we'll stay for Beverly Hills, because even if you don't watch, it's a great show, and if you don't watch it, you should watch anyways because it's a great show. And like I said, afterwards we'll be doing the after show. So let me say hi to everybody.
It was a little meh, but that's okay.
I actually enjoyed this episode a lot.
Anytime I say it's meh, you like it, and anytime I'm like, oh, it's fantastic. You're like,
because it wasn't really drama filled. Like there wasn't any fighting, but like I liked them all getting along together for a hot minute.
Yeah, it was fun watching them just like genuinely have a good time and giggle and laugh. But we'll get to that.
And we'll cover a little bit like what happened in the last few episodes.
Okay.
But yeah, I liked it. Me and Cody were laughing. I mean, like the scissoring. Let me say hi to everybody and then we'll start. Hello, Roxanne. That's me. Hey, cousin Joe, Ruth Ann, Kimmy. Oh, Kimmy too. Kimmy. Sorry. Wicked. Paula, just Jules, I am here to smack and like the support, but no zero about Housewives. Oh, I appreciate that. And you should start watching. They're really, really good. Okay, that's me. Who is the woman in the thumbnail? No, it's not. That's Dorit. Lisa W. Let me see. Sheila, Becky S, Bougie Brooklyn, Denise, Velvet. Let me see. Coco. Cody's like Barbie. Ellie. Mary Barcelona. Lisa Jones.
Hold on, I gotta get my dog.
Miss Lisa. Jojo. Sunshine. Joanne. Angelica. Remy. Teresa Cook. Sweet Sue. Chaos.
Lots of people. Welcome.
Right, for Beverly Hills. I'm loving this. Rody Gal. Tanya.
Hey, Bougie.
Coffee. Franca. I get Sunshine if I didn't hi. Linda S. Brooks Nose. Flower Child. Niecy Pineapple. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Welcome. Where have you been?
Wow, I haven't heard that name.
She's been in the bushes.
Where have you been, Niecy?
We talk a lot. She's been in the bushes.
Amanda. I don't blame her after these last few months. I've been in the bushes. Sherry K. Ivy Me. Hi. Eric.
Gosh, lots of people.
I'm loving all these people here for Housewives. Zelda. Little Shoe. Code. Hey, Code. Oh, you're
Code.
Hi, Code. Code's got a great accent.
And I think I got everybody. So,
can I say hi to the people on mine?
Yes,
of course.
We're doing two screens. We're doing him and me together.
Channels. Go ahead.
I have hi Sunshine, hi Reminos, and I'm done. And hi people in the bushes. Probably going, what the heck? This is not true crime.
Eric.
And hi Bobbles.
Gosh, all kinds of people.
Yeah. Hi, Pineapple. Brianna Lynn is here. Hi, Brianna Lynn. This isn't true crime, y'all. I'm with John Yates, my friend. We're doing Housewives.
Oh, good. Yes, we are, Pineapple. We are besties.
Just give me 1 second. Cody has to run to the store, so he's giving me his list. Give me 1 second.
Sure. Now, have you all, I know John watched, we're going to do Sister Wives later, but have you all watched, they haven't shown them on Discovery where they do the look back, kind of
Yeah.
like Hello Talk,
I've
but
seen them all.
on the Discovery app. And that was insightful. I rather enjoyed that, especially like when they were in their own homes.
Yeah, I thought it was,
But
and I thought it was really good. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
I definitely enjoyed that.
Lots of insight, and you can totally see personality especially with Cody.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought Robin, I was kind of impressed by Robin. She didn't appear so Stepford Wives-ish.
Putting on a show. That's
Yeah,
what
basically, oh, Cody, how come you always point out what their issues are and not what yours? I was like, you go, Robin. But yeah, it was fun. Oh, we'll still talk.
Pineapple,
I'll
welcome
take a
to
pepperoni
member.
pizza with cheese and extra sauce. Okay.
Okay, sorry guys. Welcome back, Pineapple. All right, so like I said, hey to everybody on Addie's side of the street, and after this is over, we'll be doing our after show. So let me play my intro, which I haven't been able to use. Hey Rita, because I've been talking about TV.
Teeny, tiny shots.
Y'all knew that was
Tiny
coming.
shot.
You all knew that was coming. So here we go. Where's my intro? There it is. That one on.
He is. He's fabulous. And he's on the inside scoop.
Pull that one on.
And he's on the inside scoop.
All right, Beverly
And see
Hills.
if you can check to see if Rabbit of Chaos is still blocked.
Who?
Rabbit of Chaos.
I need their link.
Well,
If you put their YouTube link in the chat, and Sophie wanted me to unblock somebody yesterday, and like my trick isn't working with text anymore. Let me see. There's also somebody else that Sophie wanted me to block, but I couldn't do it last night. Lainey Lynn. If anybody knows Lainey Lynn's thing, I'll unblock too. But the only way it seems to be working lately is if it's in like the chat. So
clueless when it comes to this.
I used to hobnob with the wives. I used to hobnob with a lot of people, actually. My hobnobbing days have been on hiatus as of late. But I've hobnobbed with a few people in my time.
I actually am friends with some of them now through John.
Awesome.
See?
Yep.
It's not all doom and gloom when you're on my channel and you're my friend. There's a lot of doom and gloom, but not all of it. All right, so
We still managed to have fun.
yeah, we try.
Exactly.
Anyways, hey Lisa Ann. All right, so where do we start? Okay, so do you want to just go into a little detail about like the Denise versus Erica thing and how Denise just made an ass out of herself? This wasn't on this episode.
Yeah.
but-
Like Denise has lost her ever living mind with a couple weeks ago, watch the show. Okay. Well, apparently she doesn't know what you're talking about because you're telling her.
She was like,
what part of
it
the
was
show
like
are we
name
watching?
them. That was like, the son's like, name them. And Denise, watch the show. Addie, what do you think about the whole Denise v. Erica?
I had a cringe fest watching. She's a lot. My husband, I asked him, said, "Do you know who that is?" And he goes, "She looks familiar." Yeah, you should know who she is on some of the stuff he watches. So yeah, I don't know. She was just way out there.
Yeah. I mean, I know that Erica hit some low blows, how about that OnlyFans, but she could have went a lot lower and she didn't.
Well, I don't know. I think that was pretty low, man. And like, listen, I think we all like kind of got bored with Erica being. I gave up, fighting for Lent. And the best part was when Erica said that to Denise, like, well, who's the bigger earner, you or your daughter? And I'm like, oh, there goes her. She just broke her Lenten vow. And then Kyle on her confession goes, well, there goes Lent. Like 5 seconds later, I was loving it.
Yes, I was bored with the whole I'm giving up fighting for Lent thing. No, I want Erica. I want you to do you.
Yeah. And I was all for Denise coming back. Like, I was so excited. And I mean, girl, your first time back, you are high as hell. I don't know what she was on that day, but she's walking around with her jacket upside down and backwards. Like
I see what you're
It's not
doing.
backwards. It's not.
Don't. I see you. Don't do it.
like I've had like my ups and downs with Dorit. I have, but like poor Dorit is just getting it from everybody this season, and like. Don't make me feel bad for Dorit, but I kind of feel bad for her because Dorit's like, no, just, I think your jacket's like upside down and backwards. And she's like, I know what you're doing. And Dorit's like, so that was Erica. That was Denise's like grand entrance back to the show. And then the next time, Taco Tuesday, that big, horror that my Long Island just came out. With Denise and Erica going back and forth, and Erica won. And like, I haven't liked Erica a lot in the last Sniper from the side. I haven't liked Erica a lot in the last few seasons. I don't think anybody has with all the Tom Girardi stuff going on. But
see, I did. I always liked her. I guess I understood the relation, not understood, but like the dynamic of her and Tom, that she didn't know the finances. Like, here's your money, you be you, and when you run out, ask for more.
By the way, Melmac is, that's like the planet that Alf comes from. Is that what your name's about, or is that your name? Is your name Melmac?
Wasn't there like a dish back in the 70s and 80s? It was called Melmac.
Melmac is the planet that Alf is from.
Mel is one of my
I know is that Melmac is the planet.
Welcome, Sniper.
You'll see some of the new names that you see, John, will be coming from my.
Mel is from show up in my chat or your chat?
It comes up. You see everything. You see it. It doesn't go to yours unless if we were using Restream like Sophie does, then it would. But we're not, so it doesn't. So they don't see your chat, and your chat doesn't see mine unless you put it up on the screen.
So everyone here is, that's your real, but you know about the whole Alf thing, right? I'm sure you have to know about it, with your name being Melmac. And Alf doesn't like cats. He's a bad guy, Alf. No, he's okay. He learns to live with cats. Lucky. Sorry. All right. So that was that. And anything else that from past episodes you want to bring up before?
This kind of goes so when she was bringing up the threesome and Denise was like, oh no, that never happened. And Sutton's sitting there like, oh yeah, you were talking about the size of your husband's penis. Like, why isn't anyone jumping in to say, you know what, Denise? Like, no, she is right.
I know you always watch from the side. Thanks for being in the front today, Sniper from the side. Oh, thank you. So yeah, whatever. I don't know. I was all for Denise, and she's just looking so bad. She's like walking backwards, she's like, oh hi everybody.
Yeah. I was disappointed. And especially where, she's talking at Erica, oh, well, you're so vile. I was really waiting for something a little bit more juicy, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be.
All right. So this episode, they aired the taglines for a while. They haven't done that. And those taglines are all just rancid. Horrible taglines.
They are.
And isn't it funny now that Kim seems to be in every episode? And I have my Kathy. Listen, I got my Kathy Hilton shirt on since We got it on tonight. But like, isn't it weird that Kim is now in like every episode? They might as well just give her like, her diamond back.
My mom was mentioning that. They're like, she was like, why is she back? And I'm like, but she's really not talking. I mean, she's not
back
really...
because of Kathy, because Kyle can't be like all like, with no sisters. So Kyle called Kim. She goes, bitch, you better like get back to the show because like I can't be on the show with no sisters not in the picture.
or that house I bought for you, I'll repossess.
You took my house. Thank you, Becky. Oh, hibbity bibbity Williams. Thank you, Wicked.
Of course.
I'll give you a little slide with
I gotta do my gotta pay the dues.
Hey, Brooklyn. William from Brooklyn, I should say. I got 3 Brooklyn. Brooklyn girl, bougie Brooklyn, and William from Brooklyn. You stole my goddamn house in the limo. The best first seat in the back of the limo. I miss old Kim. But Kim's been like, when they were going back and forth to Taco Tuesday, like Kim, like with her drink lash, she was like this. And Kim is still Kim though, like not the high drunk whatever Kim, but Kim's got that little ticky boom boom in her head.
Yeah.
Like she will always have it.
But you know what? I give her a lot of credit because she hasn't really Botoxed out, and
no, she hasn't. She hasn't.
Thank you. Of course we know that her hair is still dyed, but I mean, as far as like fillers and stuff, you go, Kim.
Yeah, no, she's definitely age appropriate with the face. Actually, Kim's had a hard life, so maybe she could get like a couple injections here and there. I won't yell at her, but it's actually nice to see Kim back. I miss old messy Kim. I do.
Yeah.
She gave more than Kathy. Kathy was like, "Oh, hi everybody. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I'll just have the lady come and deliver it for me. And what's hunky doing?" But I miss Kathy.
Kathy had some great one-liners.
Oh, you mean do you mean the Homeless and Toothless Foundation? Like she was like all like,
I mean, she definitely had some, like one-liners and tension breakers, but like
that was my favorite Kathy moment.
I didn't think she was that great. I really didn't.
That when Lisa rented there, like we were having the homeless thing and Dorit was throwing, and Kathy knocked back a couple of Chardonnays, and she's like, "Oh, what do you mean, the Homeless and Toothless Foundation?" And everybody started laughing. Oh man, that was good TV. I missed that.
Yes.
All right, 18 minutes in, have not gotten to this show yet. Okay, so let's talk about it.
All right.
All right, so Kyle and Crystal are going to Ojai for Anne-Marie's birthday. Anne-Marie, this full-time housewife that's had about 32 minutes of airtime this whole season.
True.
How are you how is Kim, not even a friend, but a guest, and this Anne-Marie person who's been... I've been on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills more than Anne-Marie's been.
I mean, do we know anything other than Anna Maria's like a nurse anesthetist or whatever she like? Have we met her family? Have we seen her kids or her husband?
No.
Okay, I was just making sure I didn't miss anything.
Now she's the one that was set at the table and never was that what I was watching? Maybe. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. That was another one. Never mind. I'm starting to get my housewives mixed up.
It's okay. They all kind of meld into one at some point. All right. So then like they flash to Garcelle. All right. Let me get your thoughts without getting too deep into this with Garcelle versus Dorit. And this kind of goes back to like me kind of feeling a little bad for Dorit, but I understand Garcelle's point. But I also don't think that Dorit was trying to be like intentionally harmful.
I'm
afraid to say this, and I'm going to phrase my words carefully.
Be very careful with what you say here.
Yes. If Garcelle felt a certain type of way, and Dorit did not understand why she was feeling that way, then it is 100% on Garcelle to get her to understand her feelings. I'm not talking about the entire community of, people of color. She needs to understand how Garcelle feels. And that's all.
I mean, I understood where Garcelle was coming from,
I
with
do
what
too.
she was saying. But the moment that Garcelle said, well, you just get under my skin. When she said that, I'm like, oh, so nothing that Dorit says is going to ever be okay with you.
Right.
Because you're irritated with her. And I didn't feel like, I've never felt that Dorit does things intentionally. I think I mean, yeah, but I still, I think that if they can talk that out, they could, like, she said, I'm not here to school you, or whatever it was she said.
Right. But I mean, then she's like, oh, we hashed it out. We're good. Like when you all left that dinner, I didn't think you all were good.
I hate, like, I get both points of view. I just think, and I love Garcelle. I love Garcelle's confessional. I love Garcelle. Like, she's probably like probably my favorite housewife on Beverly Hills, to be honest with you. She's just
I
great.
can't take my eyes off.
She says what's in her mind, and like, she says like what she's one of the few housewives that will say like what's on her mind in the moment, and not just on a confessional. And that's why I like Garcelle so much.
True. I would give her that. Yes.
But I think she was being a little extra with Dorit. I don't know.
I do.
Out of irritatedness.
A little bit.
She was irritated with her. So it flew out of her mouth. I'm not going to educate you.
Oh my God, Sammy, thank you. Sorry.
I think that if she wasn't in that state where she was irritated with her, she may have said, hey, taken her aside maybe, and said, this is why it bothers me, or whatever. But I felt like she was just so irritated that she just came at her. But I still understand why. I get that. Oh, right. Absolutely. And I love Garcelle. Oh my God.
I do. And like, I at the end of the day, I don't feel that Dorit was being intentionally hurtful. No. Dorit didn't know any better. And, I guess Dorit's not used to hanging out with people of color, and, but when Garcelle said to Dorit, like, well, it's not my job to educate you.
Like, yeah, you have to make her understand how you feel and how it triggered you. If you were upset, crying day and night, going to bed, not able to function, then you need to educate her.
I think that everybody that has a difference or whatever, or has something that some people may need to learn about, I think it's up to us, like myself with autism, it's up to me to put it out there and go, this is me. This is what autism is.
Right.
Or whatever, because it helps for awareness. It helps those of us those who may not know, they may not understand. And the same thing with maybe Dorit, she can be privileged or whatever, but just because she's privileged doesn't mean she necessarily understands where Garcelle was coming from. And now she does, I think. Right.
I mean, Dorit clearly didn't know that what she was saying to Garcelle was being hurtful. And I can understand Garcelle being hurt by Dorit's words.
Yes.
But like when you say it's not my job to educate you, well, she kind of needs to be educated, because if you don't speak up about it, then like Dorit's not going to know. And what was the word that Dorit used? What did she say? She was being
attacked. She was attacked. She felt attacked.
But
like, she kind of was attacked.
I think that there's like Garcelle said, there's certain words that
like aggressive, attacked. I forgot the third one.
Absolute. Now that we know that, I had no idea either. We learned on that episode. I learned on that episode, and I thought that was an excellent learning point. And I agree with Garcelle. So, but I just think she was so irritated with her. She's
But Dorit's very irritating. Like, she's an over talker. She's, and when they had lunch the next day, and like, Dorit was being Dorit, and I get why Dorit gets under Garcelle's skin, because Dorit's been under my skin here and
She
there
gets
for
under mine
7
too.
years.
Right.
She's been on the TV show. Like, the accent, number one, like that muddled accent is the first thing that gets under
I
my
think she gets under her husband's skin
Dorit's a
too.
lot. So I get it.
Yeah, I just, I don't think Dorit, I think she's probably lived a life of privilege. I mean, she speaks 4 languages.
No, honey, no. Listen, Dorit is from like Connecticut.
Oh, I know. That
And
doesn't
like
mean that
not
she
like
can speak 4
not the good
languages.
Connecticut, okay? Like, she didn't grow up with like, a silver spoon, but Dorit's made something for herself. But I get that Dorit. Listen, if you've been following me for years, you know that I've more times I've disagreed with Dorit, and she gets under my skin, and I don't like her. But she has her moments here and there.
Right. Eric has a good question. I wonder if she said she felt verbally attacked, would it have made a difference?
Wait, hold on. Tammy. I'm gonna call you Tammy. Tamis.
Hello, Kim Boyd.
Tamois. Thank you. All right, so thank you for that. And then I also hold on. I want to thank IB Me for the Cash App, and then also Gina L for the Cash App, and also
thank you guys.
There's somebody else. Lisa Jones for the Cash App. That was yesterday. And then the Egg Lady for the Cash App yesterday. Sorry, I just want to make sure they're all acknowledged. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, continue.
But yeah, I just, I think living in Beverly Hills and, I mean, I think you do forget about the outside world. It's like, it's not in your bubble.
Yeah.
So.
Let's get off the subject.
Okay.
Let's just run away from it.
We love you, Garcelle. We love you, Dorit.
Yeah, we love you both. And Garcelle, girl, I love you way more than Dorit. Maybe just like, lay off the reins a little bit with Dorit. Just a little bit. Just a skosh.
I like Dorit this. I don't know if she's had plastic surgery or work or whatever, and PK too, for that matter. But like, I love her darker hair. I think it's super suitable. It warms up her complexion. It's beautiful.
All right, let me ask a serious. Oh, God, I'm afraid to say this. I get what you're saying, OG Breeze. Yes, correct. But let's put a scenario out there where they're all in that same living room, right? And Garcelle is just going ham on Dorit or Erica or Kyle, and there's an unwarranted reading from Garcelle to Dorit, let's say, where you would feel attacked. Like, but then you can't say you're feeling. Let's just say she was going ham on her. You couldn't say back that you're feeling that you're getting attacked. Oh God.
I don't know. Oh.
No, I just, I agree. I mean,
we're just speaking openly and honestly, and
no intention. Yeah, no, OG, don't be sorry. We're just.
How about that local sports team? Yeah, how's everybody doing?
Go Kentucky. But yeah, we can go on. Can we talk about how awkward?
Let's just talk about anything else. Let's just move on.
Can we talk about how awkward Sutton is on her dates and? Like, she just did not pick up that guy was interested in her. I mean, like, literally when he was like, I'd really like to see you again. And she was like,
you do?
I'm like, he was clearly interested in her. And I mean, I'm not the person who picks up on clues, but I think I would have picked up on that
one. Oh, hi, Luna.
Like, on top of like the awkward silence. of just like them sitting there and saying nothing, for like what 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I no wonder why Sutton doesn't get asked back out, because she's a terrible date.
Well, I mean, when she was talking to the matchmaker, and she's laying on the couch, and oh my God, no, and then said, oh well, what am I supposed to say to a man? That's a nice belt. No, that's too close to his penis. For the love,
You can say it's a nice belt.
I mean,
Just say something, like, instead of sitting there in silence. It wasn't until that he said he liked karaoke, her eyes lit up. Oh, you like karaoke?
yeah, she
She
must.
probably had no conversation to give at all. I felt that she had no conversation whatsoever to put out there.
I just, I'm like,
Good night, Becky.
she was just like, how did she get married? I mean, was it an arranged marriage? She was just super awkward.
Let me just say this: like, it's not our intent to offend anybody. We're just talking and asking honest questions, and I don't want like 8 million well-worded letters or just nasty letters sent to any of us tomorrow. We're just speaking about things, and we're learning as we go along. Okay, that's all. Like Dorit.
Well, that's like the show. This whole episode was really a learning. I felt like I got something out of it.
I did.
I know what not to say.
Okay, so back to this episode, please. Where? So my next thing was like, where has Amory been? Not on the show. So then they're going to Ojai. Erica, is struck with the Rona, so she's not around.
Yes.
Let's see. Then
Kyle talks about how she wants to get out of LA, and that she's happier when she's in Aspen, or she's able to hike. And I think Kyle, not only because this whole Morgan Wade person, but she's entering a new chapter in her life. Her children don't need her as much. Her oldest daughter is 15 and probably not hanging out with mom as much, and friends and all that good stuff. So I think Kyle's just a little lost, and trying to figure out what the next phase of her life, next chapter of her life looks like.
Oh, I think that we all know the next chapter of Kyle's life.
Well, maybe she's just taken a dip. But when Morgan started singing, she's got a very Melissa Etheridge vibe. Like, she's got that raspy voice. I did like
through my window.
I did like her song, but I was just like, oh, very Melissa Etheridge.
I'll be home soon. I'll be home. I'm coming home. I also do weddings and bar mitzvahs if you guys are interested. Let's see. Okay, so
contact me. I'm his agent.
We jumped ahead a little bit.
But sorry about that.
Let's talk about the lunch at Ojai.
Yes,
because I thought that was like my favorite part of the episode, to be honest with you.
Yes,
I love them all being cheeky, and I guess they're playing like Truth or Dare, Kyle Richards style. And, someone licked my toe, and Sutton was being a player. Sutton was like, being cool, which, Sutton's been like this whole season.
I'm like, where has this Sutton been? Because she was fun. She was laughing. She was like, oh yeah, I'll lick your toe. Yeah, I'll stick my tongue in your mouth. Sure. Yeah. Come on.
It was actually the first time I actually enjoyed Sutton this whole season.
Like when she brought the dollar bills, but then freaked out over.
Y'all, I'm on the American Ballet Foundation, and I just can't be part of this.
You brought a stack of bills, and now you're going to complain because it wasn't you up there.
It's like, Sutton, as long as you keep giving those dollar bills to the American Ballet, they're not going to care what you do.
Yo, I wore pants tonight for this, and I got my money gun, and
maybe she was upset because she didn't get to use the money gun.
That's exactly no. Yes. She was upset because she didn't get called on stage.
That's exactly
why she was upset.
Didn't get to
maybe we should take her back, give her a money gun, and then she could just like go hog wild.
Could
you imagine her up on stage? Oh my word!
I am a member of the American Ballet Foundation, and I just can't have any part of this at all. Okay, y'all. Like, she ruined that. She's been like a real drag.
Yeah. But
this
it
whole
was
season.
like their O face. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't need to see any of those O faces. Sorry.
Well, like Crystal's. Like she looked like she was in pain.
Yeah, it looked like she was getting like a colonoscopy. Like
And maybe she was just doing it to be funny, but like she did mention a couple episodes back with, all the, weight loss that all these people are doing, that it's kind of like very hard for her. And I can kind of see that, but it's I don't think she's handling it well. I really, really don't.
Crystal?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I don't know if Crystal brings. I don't have Crystal Soul on the show, to be honest with
She
you.
bores me.
Yeah. I know that they're trying to get that younger audience in and whatnot, but yeah.
I mean, I don't like hate Crystal. I mean, but she doesn't really bring anything.
No, yeah,
Well,
she,
no,
like I
she
said,
reminds me
bores
of Patty Mellencamp, who didn't also bring anything.
Oh, the Nat.
I thought that was funny because I thought that was her way of saying, you know what? I know you called me a Nat.
No, well, we're skipping ahead again, but I laughed at that, and I'm always pro Garcelle. Just to make it, and when she, why don't you like Teddy? Well, she just kind of annoys me. I don't, she gets under my skin like a gnat. She's like this. So, and I've never liked Teddy. Teddy is just
Teddy
boring.
changed like a 360 since when she started to where she is now.
Because Teddy was like the down to earth, right. Rocker, like the daughter of a rocker and whatever. And then once she was second season, she had her own glam squad. She changed. She turned into them.
Yeah.
And I thought everything that was kind of endearing about Teddy, she erased, and she just wanted to become like a Dorit clone. Honestly,
yeah. I agree with that.
All right, so back to this. So back to the lunch in Ojai. I don't know how the scissoring came up.
Okay, so Kyle had mentioned that she does not like it when Mo either follows or likes or something with regards to a female. And to some point, it's like networking, but, and she's saying, well, these women are reaching out to my husband and, they're definitely the aggressor. But if he's not responding to them, then who cares? You're going to get mad because he follows someone and likes a picture. And so that's when Kyle says, hey, would you ever date a woman? And Garcelle says, yeah, actually, I have thought about it.
He thought about it.
And Kyle then says, I probably would be open to it.
Well, Dorit asked her, right? Didn't Dorit ask her, well, would you do it? I don't know who asked her, but she goes, I would be open to it.
Right. And, that's when Garcelle was like,
oh, I'm just saying.
And then somehow they were talking about scissoring, and I guess Sutton didn't know what it meant. And so,
and
I was like, come on, Dorit
is the one. I was like, let's show them. And that's do you see my thumbnail?
I didn't look at it.
And that was all MTT, courtesy of MTT. She makes all my thumbnails.
That's funny.
And that's the time. I never thought that Dorit and Kyle would go on the lawn and give scissoring 101.
I need to rewatch this part.
Well, they didn't they just kind of showed bits and pieces. They certainly weren't going to show it full on.
But yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I was funny, and I was like, okay. And then Kyle's like, oh, by the way, which I thought this was weird. And maybe because it didn't sound like it was supposed to be. So her friend had passed away from from an S. And so she was having a celebration of life. And hey, y'all want to come so that you can celebrate with me? And it was like, but then, when it's all set up, you find out that it's like more of a mental health thing. And I'm like,
I'm scissoring while she's talking about celebration of life, and I'm doing this.
I was ignoring you. But I just thought, like, you're inviting your friends to a celebration of life for someone who they've never met.
Who, Morgan?
No, her friend, Morgan too.
Oh, Amory? Which one? Who?
All of them. But I was like, this is like, and then when you get there and you see the setup, you're like, oh, okay, it's more of a mental health, but it's, then she's upset because Mo's not there. And it's like, well, you all seem to throw a party like, oh, by the way, on Monday, I'm inviting you all over. It just, they don't seem to have a whole lot of planning.
Wait, are we at the celebration of life party yet? No. Are we?
After the scissoring, she invites her friends to the wedding.
With Garcelle and her 2 sons, which was cute.
Yes. And then Garcelle's cooking.
Yeah, and she made the lasagna, and her son's eating cereal, and she wanted to she's like, I've been making this lasagna all day for you, and he's eating cereal, and that was a cute little moment. I love Garcelle. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. I love Garcelle.
Her sons are adorable too.
Yeah, she's got good looking boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and she wants to have the sex talk with them, and they're like. And what 15-year-old wants to talk about that with their parent? Unless you're Denise Richards' children. I don't think many do.
The one son who was like, if you think I'm going to sit here and have a sex conversation with my mother, no. I'm like, honesty, I love it.
And then, go ahead.
I just thought it was funny because it's like, no, I don't care if the cameras are rolling. We're not talking sex on camera.
I wouldn't. And then which it went back to me not liking Dorit was the Dorit and what PK Dorit and PK have over that counselor or whatever.
Yeah,
and I think I kind of err on PK's side with all of this.
I do. Because Dorit's like, oh, I have to be perfect and I have to know, it's like, he's trying to surprise her with this lovely gesture of, the whole pretty woman, which I don't understand why he wanted his wife to be a hooker. But, maybe that feeling of you're beautiful and, shut everything down.
But going back to when he did that pretty woman thing, which was weird, but there was thought put into it, know. And
hi, Anna.
She was like, well, why didn't I get the presidential suite?
Right. And it's like, he's sitting there, he's planned this he's planned this, and you're upset because, you don't have your bronzer or you don't have, it's like.
You found me from Heather McDonald. I'm honored.
Oh, wow.
Heather McDonald's my buddy. Thank you. Well, welcome.
I love Heather McDonald. I watch her.
Welcome.
So, hey, Anna.
Just, and this is where I noticed PK, he's either lost weight or had some type of surgery, but he looks good. But, he's just Dorit has become so high maintenance that it's literally took away from the evening.
Yes. I get, honestly, Dorit went through something horrific, with the burglars there and in her bedroom, putting her in the closet. I could not even imagine how that would screw you up for a long time, if not for the rest of your life. I get that, but Dorit, and I get that. And I don't want that to take that away from her because that's horrible. Your kids are in the house. Right. You don't know if you're going to live, that's worst thing I could think of. But that was 3 years ago now, 2 years ago now. And
right.
Then Dorit says the thing about when she had $1,000 cash, or was it 10,000? How much did she take out in the bank? And then she went Christmas shopping, 10,000, which I'm like, with all the credit cards and black cards, and like you really have to walk around with
Right.
cash in your pocket like that. I was like I don't even carry cash in my pocket. Like, and I have like $25 in my bank account. Like, I don't even have like cash in
Like
my.
I'm lucky to have $20, like physical dollars in my possession.
Like the
Most
only
people
time I ever
don't
have
do that
cash is
anymore.
like when I have to like pay like a toll on the Garden State because they don't take credit cards. Like that's the only time I ever have cash on me.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's that I don't understand.
Those
But
tolls in New Jersey are annoying, by the
Well,
way.
you know all about New Jersey now.
Yes,
Abby.
because we missed one and we had to pay it when we got home.
Addie was
But
just here in New Jersey at our house for Thanksgiving. So in case you guys didn't know.
I did like the fact though that, he was like, like some of it, yes, it is extreme. And I don't think she understood that where, and Dorit or PK in this instance reminds me of my dad. Like my dad hated feeling helpless and not feeling like he could do anything to fix the situation. And PK's like that. He was like, there's nothing that I can do to fix this or make her feel secure or make this go away. And he feels helpless. So that's why I think that he feels a certain type of way about the PTSD.
But I think what he said about her being high maintenance had a lot of weight to it.
Yes.
Because she is.
Yeah.
And the longer she's been on the show, the more high maintenance she's been. And like, she thinks I have to agree with PK. Like, it's one thing, like, and the whole Pretty Woman thing, and they showed the clips of like, her asking like her assistant, like, well, is my Beverly Beach bronzer here? And they're like, no. And well, I really need the Beverly Beach bronzer here because it'll make this outfit pop, and like her freaking out.
And they really didn't show a whole lot of it. It's like it was a dinner with you and your husband.
But then, like, Kyle brought her to like, was it the Beverly Hilton? Yeah, because it's Pretty Woman. And like, Dorit's like, oh, I'm scared, Kyle. I'm scared, Kyle. Like, I don't know what's happening. And Kyle's like, you're with me. There's camera crews around us. You're okay.
Like, do you think they're going to bum rush the door?
Yeah. You're in the Beverly Hilton with Kyle and like all of Bravo production. And I have to call my kids. I'm worried about my kid. Like, I didn't buy any of that. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't buy. And this is why my love-hate relationship with Dorit. Like there are times when I like her. There are times when I can't stand her. There are times when I can put up with her. And like, she is just,
well, I mean,
my
she
God.
definitely, it's like she has to make sure she's perfect. And then she's, late because she's doing, a photo shoot so she can, post it on Instagram. And, it just, so I agree.
Addie?
I find her I was on board with what he was saying, especially with, he just doesn't know how to handle her being so high maintenance and whatever, and then say, yes, how much of the PTSD is her making it more than it is? You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. If you've got PTSD, some of us have some stuff going on in our lives that we've had.
I'm sure
get
she
it.
does. I'm sure. Like,
yes, absolutely. Not saying that.
Happens, if I were to read, and I don't think I can ever go to sleep the same way again. And especially
absolutely.
If that happened to me, I would have moved out of the house the next day.
I would have a very large dog who would bite your.
Absolutely, yes.
Whatever. Yeah. Like, I'm going to have a dog. The dog is going to be trained to attack me, and the dog is going to take you out.
I would have moved. I mean, like, it's not like they can't afford to move.
I would have also got a concealed carry.
Do you think that some of his reaction to it and with the things that he said was because he doesn't know how? I think it's maybe what you were saying. He doesn't know how to handle it. He doesn't know how to. Like you said, he wants to fix it. He can't fix it, so it kind of annoys him when it constantly is in his face and he has to deal with it. And so then it becomes something he says about his wife.
Thanks, I'm cool woman.
Thanks, woman. I think it's like a bit of everything, but I think that I don't want to say she's dragging this out because, again, I
You
don't.
can't. Yes, you
I
heal
would.
in time.
That would screw me up probably forever. You know.
You don't ever get over it. You just get through.
I know if it were me, I would not have ever lived in that house one day after. I would have had the U-Haul, the move. Well, they could afford moving trucks, right? They don't need to U-Haul this shit. But the very next day, out. Like I would never be able to sleep in that house comfortably ever again in the same bedroom where that happened.
Yeah.
No, and maybe that's why she still has PTSD from it. Maybe
Could be.
I don't know. But
you have to remember that PTSD can be lifelong.
I get it.
You can be okay going along in life, and all of a sudden something will trigger. I get triggered with some of the stuff I work in, and it's like, oh.
Yeah. So sometimes the triggers aren't what people think they are. I follow a guy on both IG and Twitch, and he's a combat veteran, and it's not the fireworks or the sound of it is children crying that sets him off, because he was just so it's tough. So I can imagine why Dorit would be like kind of on guard.
Oh, Caleb Mandrake. You're the guy from Skulls. That was Paul Walker's name. Caleb Mandrake. Right?
Caleb,
am I right?
Another long time follower of me.
Caleb Mandrake wasn't that Paul Walker's character in Skulls? Or was that the guy? Was that Pacey from Dawson's Creek?
We don't know.
I just know it's Caleb.
Well, Caleb, to answer thus far, Erica has been cleared of all or most of the charges.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, I got thrown off by Caleb's name. All right, so moving on. Let's see. All right, so then we're all right. So
he said that is a character's name, but it's really his name. He's not Paul Walker.
Well, you couldn't be Paul Walker if you wanted to be, right?
Exactly.
That's really your name? Oh, that's really cool. Sorry. Look, we have. Oh my God, that's twice. I went to TV. Mel Mac, Al's Planet, and Caleb Mandrake. Huh.
I have great people who follow.
Look, like, can Barbara Streisand come in my chat? I'm just wondering. Oh,
my poor little channel is like
Caleb Mandrake
making squeaky noises right now. 4 people are in it.
I got Mac.
Hi, 4 people.
You got a whole 4 people on your side of it, Addie.
I got 4.
I have 0.
Thank you, 4 people.
I got Pineapple. He's my girl. I got a few people here actually, but they're from your channel.
Can someone make a Barbara Streisand account and we'll come in? I don't know. That'd be funny. Oh, the queen. All right. So Teddy. All right. So we are at the quality of life party, or
celebration of life, not the quality of life. You goof.
Close. The quality of life was not very quality.
This is what happens when you haven't done a TV. We're all like a little bit out of our element right now. We have to get used to like being normal again.
Exactly.
At least I do. So, all right. So the quality of life. I can't wait to see the comment section after this live's over. Boy.
like Caleb said, it's not
when this live is over, please leave nice comments, because it's gonna be a free-for-all in there. And mods, don't forget you can take care of comments, just saying. Like others do. Celebrate. All right, so Celebration of Life, which was like a free concert for Morgan Wade.
Yeah, again, a celebration of life for her friend, but it's also like this mental health event. So why didn't she say, hey, I'm going to have a mental health event that also celebrates my friend?
and it was like, it's like, Lorraine, her name was Lorraine, the one that
I think
passed
so.
away.
Yeah, I think is how you.
Her mother
pronounce
was
it.
there, and like that was sweet that like the mom was there and crying. Kyle set that up.
Yeah.
That was very, very nice.
Beautiful event. I'm like,
Yeah, no, it was beautiful.
those people know how to throw a party, man.
No, they do. But then, like, if it were okay, before I say what I have to say, and like I get like the last straw, before this live just gets smited by God. You have Anne Marie, who, like, on her 15th minute of airtime is talking to, was it Crystal, and who was the other third? It was Anne Marie, Crystal, and who was on the other side? Garcelle.
When they were talking about the esophagate.
And then as soon as Anne Marie said, well, it could be eating disorder. And then I looked at Cody, and he looked at me, and I said, oh boy, Crystal is going to jump on this one. And I don't think that Anne Marie meant, she was saying the small esophagus thing and whatever, and it could be this, it could be acid reflux, it could be eating disorder. I don't think that she was saying that it was any of those, but it could be a myriad of things.
It could be.
Right.
Yeah.
Give Crystal the tiny esophagus where she could just eat like a pea and get that down her throat.
But, it's at first people were like, well, why is she doing all this research? But I'm also the kind of person that if I hear something like that doesn't make sense, I'm going to try to find the answer. But that's just me. I mean, I'm naturally curious, and, her saying, well, she's got a small esophagus. Yes, she is in healthcare, and I don't know if she's either a nurse or a doctor or whatever she is.
She's a nurse that works for like an ENT. And
I think she's a nurse anesthetist.
Right.
I can't say that word.
So
she's able to put people
under.
She puts them under. But it's kind of like a nurse practitioner or a physician's assistant. They don't have the extra credentialing.
Oh,
and
look! My new name for you is Not Paul Walker. Not Paul Walker says, listen, feel blessed. I give nicknames to people. I give, that
is true.
There you go. Not Paul Walker writes, narrow esophagus is a real diagnosis. Anne-Marie was wrong. See, there you go.
I do know somebody who had that.
Anne-Marie was like, if Sutton was saying that to lay people, like, she could probably get away with it. But, we're professionals here, and like, I call BS. So.
Yeah, I mean, like Anne-Marie, read the room. It was an inappropriate time to all of a sudden bring up Sutton's esophagus. Like, we had Puppygate. Is this esophagate?
Oh God. Puppygate. Jesus.
Breaking news, esophagate.
Well, I had my own screen door gate last night or 2 nights ago.
Yes, door gate.
I like esophaгаtes. We have to brand that esophagate.
That whole thing about that door, but that door, your door is a little was wonky a little bit before. I was there. It was barely hanging on as it was. A good gust of wind got it. It looked like he tied it with a shoelace, though. Is that what?
We kind of like, how to jerry rig it back to like, just so it would just stay. But John Yates said his door blew, and you could hear that. Whatever, we could say that for the after show. Whatever.
Like, out of all the things you're going to lie about, it's going to be your screen door.
For what?
Like, come on.
For what?
Like, at least make it a little more salacious.
I mean, I don't know how you can make a screen door flying off salacious, unless maybe Cody was hanging on to it, or one of my cats. I don't know. And then they wound up in Oz somehow.
Floating down the New Jersey streets with the cat.
I mean, maybe you could have taken, the screen door and like started surfing or something with it. I'm sure, something.
Oh, there's my husband.
Hello, my Cody.
Bedroom. You floating down the river that was my street. All right, so then that's all Garcelle needed to hear because and Garcelle is a pot
She is.
stirrer.
Yes.
She is like and I love it. I love her for
I'm
it.
there for it.
I love her for it because Garcelle says things like I said before that
My Cody.
in real time and not just in the confessionals. So Garcelle runs to Sutton. And she's like, girl, Amory is coming for you with your small esophagus. And there goes Sutton. Not only I'm on the board of the American Ballet Association, but
Yeah, she's on the, what was it? NAMI?
yeah, whatever board. And
The board
Sutton's
for small
dad,
esophagus.
Sutton's dad went to ask like my mom, so I'm not going to shade her like that at all. But it's not the time, but Garcelle couldn't wait to get to
That was true. I was like, oh.
And they're friends, so she was probably there to warn her, but also
yeah, 100%.
Come on. And then the best part is that like Maurice wasn't there.
Yeah, Mauricio. Yeah, he was out of town. Again, this is why I want to know how much time did they have to plan this celebration of life.
And like that was Kyle's best friend since they were like in like grade school, right? Right?
Correct.
And you're gonna tell me that Mo
7
couldn't make it, like because they've been married for forever. Obviously, Mo was pretty tight with Laureen.
Exactly.
And he couldn't make it to the party. No, honey. Here's what happened in my head. Mo said to Kyle, if that little harlot, if that guitar playing harlot is at this place, count me out. And I'm being generous on my words right now because
we're gonna call her a harlot.
That's how I see it playing out in my head. I cannot. Well, Mo and Kyle says, "Oh, Mo, he's just out of town doing business."
Yeah. What was a housewife called someone something?
A charlatan? I don't know.
No, it was on Phaedra said it to.
Oh, we're going back to old school Atlanta. Lord.
Yeah, Phaedra said it to Kenya, sorry.
Speaking of Kendra, where is she in the chat?
Apollo. Because it was at her divorce party. And what did she call Kendra? Or Kenya.
Kenya.
I know.
She's my favorite housewife. Come on, Wicked.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't know why
you get 2 demerits for that. You're off the show.
You have a Kendra and
send more money.
What did she call her?
I don't remember.
Oh my goodness.
But does anybody really think that like he was? I mean, maybe he was out of town, but like he could have been there. That meant a lot. That was somebody that meant the world to Kyle.
Yeah, I think it was a bit suspect.
You can't do FaceTime. You can't come over and just be
right.
Like, hey, like I'm out of town. Like, yes, I'm busy, but like you still can't even like do like a 5-minute call.
And I actually think that Mo is the one person that's had less airtime than Amory on this season. And we got Amory clocked in at 7 minutes and 34 seconds of airtime. So it's not much.
Well, Mo might have. Well, don't keep in mind that was he filming Dancing with the Stars at this time?
No.
Okay.
Dancing with the Stars just ended.
That was over.
Yeah. So no. Kyle would have said he was.
Okay.
He said he was out of town for business. On a business.
Well, I mean, business is Dancing with the Stars.
But it was past that time.
She would have said that though. No, I like he could have found a way to be there. I'm sorry.
He could have called in. I'm sorry, but you could have called.
Yeah. I don't believe that he's checked out. Yeah, because
I didn't know this about Caleb. Caleb, I didn't know you liked housewives.
You got that hot scissoring between the guitar player. And like when Dorit went down on the ground, Kyle's like, "No, bitch, hold on, you gotta put this leg up this way." and really make sure she would really make sure that they're smacking. You want to hear the smack.
Both of them are true, like how to intertwine. How?
Oh my gosh.
I was that. I'd be like, okay, I'm laying on the floor. You got to show me how to do this.
You know,
because I'm not
Kyle's like,
sure.
Dorit, you're
They
doing
did
this.
both
She's like,
ways.
you're doing this all the wrong way. What you want to do is just arch this leg up this way, kind of scooch until you.
I think you move your hips.
Godspeed to you. Oh my God, my heart hurts. Ow.
He got a cramp.
Ooh, I do.
I knew what that was immediately. He just got a cramp.
These old bones. I'm not. I keep thinking I'm 25 all the time in my head, but I'm not. All right, so then, like, you know, of course, Morgan, and then Kyle. You know, she has Teddy, boring Teddy, and Morgan. And they're, you know, Kyle's like in a confessionals. I tell these guys everything since forever, and like production being shady. They showed one clip of like 2023, it was like 3 months ago, of them being close
on the plane.
And then it was nice that Morgan wanted to play this song and whatever, but like what bothered me the most about it was that, like, if you were paying attention, she had like a big sign that said Morgan Wade and like neon. Did you guys catch that?
I did, yeah. I saw her logo.
You're there to sing a song about a loving wife and mother that took their own life, but you have to have like this whole big sign that's Morgan Wade.
Yeah, Morgan definitely benefits from this, whatever it is, more so than Kyle.
Of course she is.
You know, so I'm sure Kyle was like, oh, well, you know, we got to make sure, you know, they put your logo up. I mean, does she really tote that logo all around?
You know, like, it's so annoying because Kyle's already established, right? And it's so clear that she's trying to get her, like, you know, signed or whatever. Has anybody on panel or in the chat, ever heard of Morgan Wade? Ever? Before Housewives?
No.
Has anybody?
No.
And B, has anybody ever heard of a Morgan Wade song on the radio when you're driving or whatever?
No. Ask me if I've ever looked one of her songs up.
No.
No.
Great. Now I have something to do later.
Don't.
Don't
worry.
I won't be able to sleep.
Kyle
I'll
is
be
like
Googling it
Kris
in the middle
Jenner.
of the night.
She's like the momager / lover, allegedly. Of the whole.
That was a bit tacky. I mean, you know.
Is it even country that she sings? No, it's like light rock. Like, You're
gonna make me Google this now.
But what bothered me was that damn sign. Like, and Kyle goes, I'm so happy that Morgan took time out of her. What busy schedule? Who is she? I could have sworn I went to Walmart and she was a greeter the other night. Oh, hi, welcome to Walmart. I'm Morgan Wade. Okay. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
So Morgan has released 2 albums. The first one in 2021 called 30 Tigers. And in 2023, she released Psychopath, which all reek of country.
Okay, so I guess she's a country singer then. I don't know. But
in 2022, she got the Americana Music Honors and Awards of Emerging Act of the Year. And she did get a Academy of Country Music of New Female Artist of the Year. She was just nominated. Sorry, she didn't win.
What was the award? What was
on the second one? It was the Academy of Country Music Awards, so the CMAs. She was nominated as New Female Artist of the Year. And then the 2022, the very popular and prestigious Americana Music and Honors Award.
Oh, well, not the Americana Music and Honors Awards. Lord, I hear Celine Dion's hosting that next year. But I think we covered everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
My true crime people are going, what the heck are you talking?
Yeah, this was fun.
This is what I like to do in my off work time.
It was fun, and I'm just so happy to be back on TV again. And
hopefully we'll do Sister Wives. Now,
yeah, Sister Wives, I think it's going to be Saturday.
Did you hear us talking? Have you watched the TLC on TLC? They haven't released them on television where they're doing like a look back
Of what?
on Sister Wives.
Well, we were doing that on our own channel.
Yeah,
no.
The family is doing it. Cody, all them. They're watching the episode and responding back. It's actually really.
Yeah. So like on the first episode, you can tell they're still in the studio wherever they were filming. But there's 2 episodes where they look at the first episode and the last episode, and they are real. Like you see a different side to people. Cody's still a jackass, but that's beside the point. But you really see like a different side of Robin. Huh?
What's it called?
It's just on the TLC. It's on. You have to find it on the TLC app. It's the only place that I've been able to see it, but it's really good. I mean, there were like 3 episodes. Good. So
no, it's worth looking at. Yes. Yeah. And I did hear. So we'll talk more about that on Saturday. Never.
So then hopefully Saturday. We were gonna do it tonight, but her voice is just still shot, and she's been sick for like a while, so. It's almost there, but
love you, Brooklyn.
Yep, get well soon, sweetheart. And then again, I'll in like 15 minutes, I'll do the after show. So you have to be a middle member, the 90-day fiance level. It's the middle tier.
And John, the 4 people that are watching me, he's talking about his channel.
Oh, sorry, Addie 4.
Tourist Tam is it? Tammy. We're just going to call you Tammy.
Yeah, I like Tammy.
Okay.
So if you want more, we'll be live in 15 minutes for members. And then so Saturday for Sister Wives, and I don't know, we'll figure out something else for tomorrow. So
I mean, since Sister Wives is over, are we going to do any new show like Traders is coming on? But I think that's only going to be on Peacock.
I don't know. I almost feel like we might have to go back to. Don't make me say it.
I wish we would watch like. Did anybody hear the Salt Lake City blow up thing that happened?
I did, but
that was so good. I was screaming at my TV.
How far is 90 Day Fiance? Like the regular one that's on right now? Is it almost done? It has to be.
Yes, I think. Yeah. I don't know how many episodes is in. But
the Single Life just started.
I get them mixed up. That. Single Life is not. I don't like it at all.
I refuse. Find yourself a different panelist if you're going to do the Single Life.
I'm not. Although I'm still in Debbie and Oshama, but no, I can't. I was hoping that Happily would start. I would do Happily.
Let's see. This is. I guess this is the 90-day because there's still Jasmine and
90-day proper.
Yeah.
See. Well, I could just text a cast member.
Oh yeah, there's that.
And then I heard Captain Lee, which I don't think you're a Below Deck fan, but Captain Lee's having a new show. It's actually going to be like a true crime on the, Murders on the Ocean.
I like watching Below Deck. It's one of those ones you can just put on.
I like Below Deck, but it's another Bravo show that our TLC brethren. I never understood. Like I thought that people that watch TLC watch Bravo, but people are like very loyal. Like they either watch TLC or they watch Bravo. There's not much intermingling there.
And see, if I had to give up one, I'd probably give up TLC over Bravo.
Oh, in a hot. I wouldn't even have to think twice about it. Let me see. I just asked a couple of people when Happily starting.
Yeah. Because like I know the new Below Deck's getting ready to start. I mean 90 Days should have something. Because they usually got 2 or 3.
I
Yes,
don't
love the
remember.
original Below
I've
Deck.
never seen the original.
Pete
I just
Chastain
started
is my
watching
hero.
Below Deck. I think it was Mediterranean or something.
Yeah, Below Deck Med's on right now.
I'm waiting to hear back. I want to say it's going to start when this season ends. So
What's currently on right now? I haven't watched 90 Day.
Hi, Curtis.
I love Kate Chastain. Like I stopped watching Below Deck when Kate stopped. So like she was my favorite.
She's got a very quick, dry sense of humor.
And
I love
hello.
that.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
I'm ecstatic about this, Caleb. I had no idea.
There's the porridge.
There's my Georgie.
There's my porridge. He had to get a bath yesterday. He was not happy. Damn long-haired cats. He got a little extra in his tail region, and we had to like give him a bath.
I bet that was fun.
Oh no, this cat is stronger than like Simba. Like he was fighting it. Like I got scratches all over my body. Real cat scratches, not like fake June 14th cat scratches. But real cat scratches.
They're bad.
But yeah, I go to Cody, I'm like, he's gonna hate us.
Mel Max says Dingleberry.
He's gonna hate us forever. And he's strong. That cat is like he was like but he's okay now and he still loves us, so that's all that matters.
So regular 90 Day is on now, but that's getting ready to wrap up because they're on episode 13.
Yeah.
They've got 90 Day Diaries, which you said you have no interest in doing at all.
All 3 of John's cats are adorable. Phoebe is my favorite. I'm sorry, she's tiny.
Phoebe's here somewhere.
I mean, I can't just do this 90 Day. I mean, Tyree's still got people who's not showing up on dates.
He's such a Caesar character. Like they had to bring, they got to have that Caesar character, so they brought him in. I find myself arguing with it.
Yeah, I can't do Natalie and her.
No, don't worry, we're not. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I mean, Christine's wedding's on right now, so I don't know how many episodes that is.
Wasn't it just one episode?
Huh?
Wasn't it just one episode?
No, because the first episode she's preparing. I think it's probably only 2 because maybe
there's another episode yet to be aired.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's a 2-part.
We have 2 weeks at least then to figure something else out. That works.
Yes.
Okay, more time. I love it. All right, let me end this because we have to start the members live before it gets any later. I'm going to start it for like 11:15. No, that's too much time. 11:10 because the 5 minutes makes a difference. Yeah, I need 20 minutes. 11:10. So I will see you guys in
welcome all new members.
It's the best having you back. Wicked having you back too. Yes. And again, anything that we mentioned on this live, we were just speaking honestly and asking honest questions. So please don't railroad us in the comments.
Right. I mean, it was definitely a learning experience.
Yeah, we're all learning together.
We learned a lot.
So
I mean, we learned other things. The whole light scissoring and how to and.
Take care, Caleb. Good to see you.
Queefing and all kinds of stuff.
I'll leave that vision in your head for next time. All right, see you guys in a few minutes for members, and I'll see you guys whenever next for everybody else. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.